Welcome to Bigfoot and Coffee. I'm your host, Charles Mills. Today, feeling it. 3 hours of sleep. Went night fishing last night. Destroyed the crappie. So, grab your coffee because we're going to need it to get through this one, boys and girls. Roll. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bigfoot and Coffee. It is Sunday, August. What is today? August 10th? Why did I put like it was like the 14th or something weird, man. I don't know. I'm not with it this morning. Whew, feeling it. So, anyways, what's going on, Whitney? I see you. Kim Wilson, what's up? Les Snow. Scott from Gooden's Auto. Jeffrey, what is up? Soundwave, Maxwell House Instant Coffee this morning. That's what Soundwave's drinking. We'll get to that. But super stoked. Super tired, as you can look and see. Beat down. I put a beat down, and I'm talking WWE beatdown, man, on the crappies last night. Me and my buddy, man, we devastated. Did really well. I think he said 52 crappie, and one cat. So we did good. Lost a huge muskie last night. I was live baiting muskie. I don't throw lures for muskie and waste my time like everybody else or troll for them. I live bait them. So, lost a big one last night. A lot of hunters and campers do instant coffee also. That's true. When I go camping, I do some instant coffee. I am drinking, actually I think it's Aldi coffee from Aldi's. It's not Black Silk. I think it's Bean Mount or whatever coffee this morning. Drop a comment below. Let me know, and Outdoor University, what you are drinking this morning. And when I'm telling you I need this coffee this morning, I mean, I'll rip somebody's arm off for a cup of coffee this morning. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad I need it. Jeffrey, what's up? I see you. Soundwave says Maxwell House. Yeah, that's what he's drinking. Kim Wilson says, hey, Jeffrey. So, I'm going to try to get a hunt in today. Hopefully my phone's not off. I don't know if my phone is off or not. Got to pay the bill. I know it's due either today or tomorrow. Not too sure. I got a text a couple days ago, and in the text, for some reason, they forgot to put how many days I have left, and they never do that. But why are you back here? Huh? Yeah. You ain't allowed behind the bar. You have to be a licensed bartender. Get out of here. Sarah, what is going on? She's drinking Black Rifle Beyond Black. That is what Sarah's drinking today. Don, what is going on? Good choice, Sarah. That's what Don says. He must like that coffee. I think I've had Black Rifle once before. I can't really remember if I have or not. but I think I have, had Black Rifle. Uh, Don is also drinking Black Rifle Dark Roast. Uh, Cactus Squatch, that is who makes it. I have had it from Walmart. If that's yeah, I've had that before. The Cactus Squatch I've had. Somebody sent some. It's dark and strong, Don says. Trust me, I need dark and strong, like Sasquatch are. Yeah, there you go, So I'm going to try to get out to Old Man Whistler's today. Yeah. First time I had coffee was at my friend's camp in the woods. I was wired all night. Did all yard work all night in the moonlight. That's funny. That's funny. Sound waves. Oh. But I definitely need to wake up today because I got some things I want to get done today in the members area. I got 2 more videos to upload in the members area. Excuse me. Woo. Excuse me. I got 2 more videos to upload in the members area. I want to get that done. I got a wild culinary segment that needs to be edited. It shouldn't take too long to edit that, and it's been a while, so I need to get that done. It's hot in here. Man, I gotta sneeze. Black Silk, as always, that's what Jeffrey's drinking. I love Black Silk, The wife is doing good with her cancer treatment. All right, I'm glad to hear that, Jeffrey. And I'm sorry that, your wife has cancer, but I'm glad to hear that she's doing well. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get the prayer going, guys. Dear Lord, I thank you. Lord, I thank you for the camaraderie, the understanding, and just the fact that you allowed me to wake up today. I thank you that you allowed me the gift of catching fish yesterday. Lord, I want to pray for everybody who's watching right now and will watch at a later date. Lord, I ask that you look over Jeffrey's wife, heal her in the blood of Jesus. Lord, I also ask that you protect these subscribers and people who are watching. I ask that you walk with them today. Use their hands to do your bidding. Use their feet to lead them into goodness and righteousness in situations where they may help others. Lord, I also pray that you look after those who are stuck in addiction of any kind. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. All right. Godzilla, you're late. Just kidding, buddy. Soundwave says, my friend got up, said you must have got up pretty early to do that. I said, nope, I did it while you were sleeping. Sarah, what's up? Good morning to all of you. It's coffee time. That's right. It is coffee time. What else we got? Godzilla says, morning, last morning. Kim, Scott, Soundwave, Sarah, and of course, the man, Charles. Thank you. I gotta go fill my coffee real quick. Oh, I needed that. Boy, did I need that. All right. Sweating. I don't know why. But, no rest for the wicked, right? Got to get it done. So, let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. No, I didn't. All right. So, we're going to try to get out to Old Man Whistler today. Hopefully, my phone's working. We'll see. I'm sure Donnie's going to call. If it rings, we know it's working. I haven't even tried to make a phone call yet. so I don't even know. Um, Drinking Folgers Classic Roast. That's what Godzilla's drinking this morning, you know. Yep, as Ozzy said. That's right, you know. Um, yeah, by the way, there were 3 things that were buried with Ozzy. Who knows what they are? Here's a little coffee trivia this morning. When Ozzy Osbourne was buried, there were 3 things that he took with him. Do you know what the 3 things are? Because I do. Drop a comment below. Let us know if you know what the 3 things are. No rest for the wicked. That's right. Good morning, Andy. What's up, man? And happy Sunday to you, bro. You know, happy Sunday to you. By the way, guys, I want to take a moment and I want to say something here. No, not his Bible from the pastor. Found out Friday, got to go in and have a biopsy on my lower left lung. They found a nodule on it. Okay, let's get less snow. Put Naked Foot coffee. That's what Night Chief's drinking. Let's get Les put on the prayer list immediately. Les, I got you, man. I'm your prayer warrior, brother. Okay, I will be praying hard for you. Hard. All right. Man, look at me. I look 1,000 years old today. I feel 2,000 years. His metal cross. That is correct, one of them, and sub guys wore from the beginning. Yep. Metal cross is one of them. That is correct. First coffee. Oh, Sarah's having her first cup. You know? Yes. The first was the metal cross that his father made. His father was a tool maker. Ozzy had it since very early in Black Sabbath days. Sabbath guys. I meant, yes, his father made that cross. Had it for a very, very, very long time. Never took it off of his neck. And yeah, that's one of the things that was buried with Ozzy Osbourne. Who knows the other 2? Drop a comment. Let Outdoor University know. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Guys, I want to say and give you my personal thank you and appreciation for Bigfoot and beer. Yes, he made that to ward off the witches' curses put on them for joining a cult. Yeah. Did you guys find out that Mysterio passed away? No, we did not know that, Sarah. We did not know that. You guys made Bigfoot and beer Friday was awesome. We added money to the snow cam fund. We added money to the gasoline fund to get to the hunts. We added money, to my general fund, which I usually use to pay rent and stuff like that. So I just want to give you a personal thank you. It was very successful. And I'm very proud of all of you for that. Remember, this is a fan-funded channel, and that really meant something to me on Friday. And I just wanted to, give you guys a 100% personal thank you so much. What do we got here? I think was cross, sunglasses, and a family picture. Family picture is the other one, but it was not sunglasses. That is true. So we have the cross that his father made. Folgers is an old staple for sure. Yep. We have a picture, a family picture. That is correct. There's one other thing. Sarah says, still a little sad about Hulk Hogan. Sarah, I don't, I don't blame you. You said you were, really close to, the Hulkster. So, guys, how much do we need to get the snow cam up and running? I think it was like $60 more. Yeah, like $60 more, I think, is what it was. Sarah Johnson. Yeah, I don't, Sarah. I know you're still a little sad, but that's all right. Yes, Friday was a great day, great donations. It was, and I want to personally thank every one of you guys, man. I really do. Revenue has been dropping here at Outdoor University. We still got our third round of DNA testing that we got to get done. We've still got a lot of stuff we got to get done. This research isn't free. People think that it's free, it's easy, and stuff like that. Look, it's not. Okay? Everything here at Outdoor University costs money to get done, man. Especially the DNA testing. I cannot explain to you enough. Yeah, we're not using that camera again. Boy, I'm looking rough. Look at that. Whoa. Just mess with it. Call Charles. I'm still waiting for you to text my phone. If you still have it, let me know. Have what? Sarah. Terry had a good life. Yeah. Better than most of us, Sarah. Yeah, Terry was Hulk Hogan's real name, for those of you to know. Charles, have you had activity with any dogman? No, I have not, Don. Charles, is the snow cam a monthly bill? There's different plans, Kim. Man, I wish you would have. You were here too when we went over it. There's different plans. You know what I'm saying? You can get, it doesn't matter. You can get an unlimited plan, and I think it's every year. You can get a terabyte. You can get gig, so many gigs and stuff like that. And then when you meet that criteria, then you got to re-up. I think it's only, if I remember, I think it was a year. The unlimited was for 1 year, 365 days. What else do we got? Thank you and everyone for your prayers. Yes, we got you, bro. We got you. Anyways, let me reveal what the third thing was that was buried with Ozzy Osbourne. The third things were his headphones, guys. That was the third thing that was buried with Ozzy Osbourne. His cross, his headphones, because he always says he could never live without music, and a family photo. Those are the things that were buried with Ozzy Osbourne. I just learned that this morning, by the way. Random facts. I told my husband if we were to go anywhere, move anywhere, I don't go to Clearwater, Florida. Well, Hulk Hogan was living. Yeah, that's what I would rather go to. That's what Sarah says. Thank you, Floyd. Yeah, hopefully to find out. Right. Floyd Randall, what's up? Good morning, brother. Good morning. Tell Chris I said good morning. Alright? But, we're going to try to get out today. I mean, even if my phone is turned off today, I'll just walk around with the GoPro, bring it back, throw the raw footage straight up. I got to get back out there. There's some stuff happening out at Old Man Whistler's that 100% needs our attention. 100% needs our attention. I still got to get that video uploaded. See, it takes forever to upload a video, and when I'm uploading, I can't really work on anything. You know, because I'm only shooting an I3, a core I3 out of this. You know what I'm saying? I go way back, 45 years with Ozzy, to the summer of 1980 when I first heard Crazy Train on the radio and first heard Randy Rhoads. Yep. Yeah. You know, Ozzy will be missed. Um, there's no doubt about that. Prayers and best wishes, Les. That's what Jeffrey says. I don't know. So it's hot in here, man. Woo! I'm burning up this morning. There's a spider making webs all over one of my cameras here. What's going on with that? You know? Just making sure I didn't miss anything today. Yeah, I'd like to see the new structures and the brakes. Yeah. There's some things going on at Old Man Whistlers that definitely need our attention. There's no doubt about that. Good morning, Aunt Peg. I see you. There's, yeah, it's pretty important. What I want to do is I want to document everything, and I want to document it in a way that we've never documented the structures before. Now, I have them on a map of Old Man Whistlers, yep, where structures were, even the one that they tore back down, if you remember, even the ones I tore down. Charles, have you said where you are at in the U.S.? Yes, I have. We are in Ohio, is where we are. Yes, we have said that. Matter of fact, if you've watched the channel, you could almost probably pinpoint exactly where I'm at. You know, when are we doing the camp out? The camp out will probably be towards the end of this month. Okay, it's going to be a 3-day. Same thing as last time. Yeah. Oh, Godzilla, easy. Look at Godzilla punching people this morning. Godzilla just donated $50. Big ODU hug to Godzilla. Guys, drop some TYs for Godzilla. Hold on a minute. What did I do with my pen? Oh, here it is. Hold on, Godzilla. Alright, I got you. Guys, drop some TYs. Godzilla, thank you so much. Pretty good, guys. Get these cams up. You know, I want to get these cams up, and they're solar. So you guys got to remember that part, is we don't have to pay for batteries. See, Les was smart. Les was like, oh yeah, you know? So Les was smart. He says, cool, Kim. Wow, I thank you very much, Godzilla. Yes, Godzilla, thank you very much. But yes, we are in Ohio. So, Ohio as well. Sarah says, okay. Dude, Ohio's got some crazy sightings. I mean, some crazy sightings. Yeah. So, they're starting to get less and less, though. You know, they were real big back in the 60s and 70s, and then they just started slowly tapering off. I think expansion is pushing them more towards the Appalachia area, okay? Because if you look at that sightings map, that strip of Appalachia, man, I'm telling you, there's a lot of sightings. Plus, there's a lot of wilderness up there. And I mean, a lot of wilderness up there, you know? See, like, I'm a firm believer that Pennsylvania is a very underrated state for Sasquatch, okay? Yeah, Salt Creek, there you go. Look, it's an underrated area. The problem is a lot of Salt Fork. We have been down to Salt Fork. We've have investigated at Salt Fork, down, you know, Hawken Hills area, all of that, Coshocton, you know, there's been a lot down there. Been to Salt Fork, Yeah, lodge. Oh, nice. Um, but I just don't think that a lot of people really report some of these sightings that are coming out of Pennsylvania. Godzilla says, let's get that cam up before Bigfoot and coffee. Before the next Bigfoot and coffee, we can try, but you got to remember, Outdoor University don't get, we get paid every month. You got to remember that. And it's on the 21st. That's payday here at Outdoor University. Okay, so as soon as that comes in, we're gonna go ahead and get that. Unless I can get the money, sooner, then I'll get it done. And Southeast Ohio has a dog man. Yeah, we're not gonna get into the dog man conversation, but everybody knows my theory on dog man. What else do we got? Floyd Randall says, good morning, Night Chief. So, we're going to try to get out today, get that done. I want to go, also, I want to go throw something up at the gifting site. Food, something, tomatoes, what's that? What's that, Charles? What's my belief on a dog man? There is no such thing. And I'm going to tell you why. It's not a dog man. It's a inbred Sasquatch. When the population is so small of Sasquatch, there's a lot of inbreeding. And when there's inbreeding, okay, there are going to be deformities, birth defects, and stuff like that. You're going to have, some born with crazy looking legs, some of them with crazy looking faces and stuff like that. That's my belief. It's an inbred Sasquatch because the population can't support the diversity, the DNA diversity. So that's what I said. We don't have any dogman stuff down here in South Florida. I've never heard anything like that either. Soundwave, I've never heard of a dogman report down there, But man, haven't the reports really been rolling in lately on the skunk ape? Woohoo! Have you seen? What was there, like 25 already this year? Soundwave? Population's got to be thriving down there. Charles, what about the idea of a zucchini or cucumber? Maybe they want. Well, I know they like cucumbers, and you can get teeth impressions or DNA. They're going to eat the whole thing. They're going to eat the whole thing. Is what they're going to do. Tomatoes. Here's what I know is in the garden: tomatoes, peas, green beans, cucumbers, and I think it was squash or butternut squash. I'm in the Geosite Lady's garden that she only plants. She doesn't eat out of that garden. She only plants that garden for them. It makes no sense. See, they have very large canine tracks. Don't look like Bigfoot tracks. It makes sense. Trust me, there's no such thing as a dog man. No such thing as a dog man. The DNA lineage tree is way too far off. I mean, it's just, no. Trust me. No. There was a fatal dogman pack of 3. I'm not gonna do the dogman thing this morning with you guys. Not. They could be running out the woods to escape the insane skeeters. Why being seen? Well, Soundwave, there's a lot of. You would know. You're a researcher down there. There's been a lot of sightings down there lately. In 2024 and 2025, there's been more sightings than ever down there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whew, you know? I'm just saying. What about pumpkins you found at the feeder? Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. I forgot about that. You know? Did they eat those or just destroy them? No, they look like they were eaten. You know, eaten. Like, ate. You know? I got one of those rinds with, you know, a bite mark radius in it. I do have one frozen in the deep freezer. I have one frozen. You know? Kim Wilson says, good. Okay. Vlog. I don't know what that means. Floyd, what does that mean? Or maybe Floyd's answering a question for to somebody. But yeah, I also want to get out there and put something out there. I don't care what it is. You know, some kind of a food or something. Maybe a few apples, hang them, you know, from a string. So, oh, a wolf. Yeah, there's, man, dude, let me tell you a secret. I know of some coyote tracks that are almost the size of your face. So, I can't even imagine how big wolf tracks are. You know, dang, never knew that, Charles. That's really good too. A good bite mark. Yeah, we talked about this when it happened. Yeah, we still got a bunch of stuff. I mean, there's, you know, this next round of DNA is going to be very expensive, and I'm talking expensive. Um, we're gonna we're gonna do it on our own. We're not gonna get no help. How is everyone? Hey, Teresa, what is going on? We're not gonna get, you know, an investor to, you know, to come in and help us. We're not doing that. We're gonna do it independently, and we're gonna do it ourselves. Okay, and we're gonna go to a different lab. You know, our first two were done at two different labs, so there's no problems with, you know, this lab saying, well, it was contaminated and our lab was contaminated. You know, so I mean, I'm a little smarter than that. You know, so we're gonna go with the third lab, um, totally different on our third round of DNA, just so everybody knows. So, but I'm gonna try to get to Whistlers today. Um, Definitely, hopefully, I can get to. I mean, I'm feeling it today. I ain't gonna lie to you. You guys can tell. Hopefully, I can get to the geosite and get out there real quick, you know, and then go film something. Blah 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 blah. Swap out the card in the camera and get out of there. Maybe I'll just stop there first, because I gotta I gotta pick something up out there at one of my buddy's house, and he lives out uh, by the lake out there, and the geosite's not too far from that. So, uh, what else we got here? I think that's okay. All right. So that's what's going on for the hunts. Hopefully my phone's on. I don't know if it's on. I haven't tried to even make a phone call yet. So, here, let's see. I'll call my buddy. It's ringing. Alright. I think my phone's on, because usually it'll just go, your service has been deactivated. You know, whatever. You know, after send, how long does it take for the lab results? So, would it take us like 6 weeks last time? Took forever. Middle longer than that. 8? Jeez, I don't know. Go back and look in the videos. It took forever. Ever. You know? Sucked. Never did get the I kn- hey, for the DNA testing. See, me and Les is on that same page. Les donated $5, guys. Big ODU hug to you, Les. Thank you so much, Les. Drop some TYs for Les, guys. Yeah. Donations today. V, what up? What's going on, V? You know? Dillo, where you been, man? Just got back in from taking Morty out. Oh. What'd you miss? Dude. I filmed me shaking a Sasquatch's hand. Shook his hand. He let me walk around him with the camera. And you missed it. And I'm not showing it again. No, I'm just kidding. Dillo's like, dang it! This is what I get for not showing up on time. No, I'm just messing with you. Dave, what's going down? Check for nanoparticles. They're checking everything like that. I want to start doing some eDNA too in the area, which is environmental DNA, where you can get DNA from the environment. See, DNA testing is starting to go. Woo! Do you go to a college/university for the DNA testing? First one we did. The second one was an independent lab. Okay, which, well, actually the first one was almost like an independent lab, but it was affiliated with a college. Okay, so that's what we've been doing. But DNA testing, dude, has come so far now where, they can start doing like environmental tests. They can take soil samples or water samples and say, well, look, we know there's raccoons in the area. We know there's deer in this area. We know there's possums in this area, So I want to start looking for that and start looking for that DNA pattern of that unknown species and see, does it match what we have? You know what I'm saying? I missed that. Well, I could film Mom and send it to you. I'm not, Mama Dillo, I love you. Don't listen to Dillo. He's mean. Dillo, I swear, one of these days, you're just going to come up missing and everybody's going to be like, where's Dillo? Dolly's going to be like, I don't know. Haven't seen him. But we're all going to know behind the scenes what really happened. You know what I'm saying? We're all going to know. Just saying. Just saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Jeez. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cling, cling, thud. Floyd knows what I'm talking about, 6 and Floyd, you met Mama Dillo. She'll put Dillo right in his place, 6 to 8 weeks is not bad for lab results. Yeah, well, the first time it was a lot longer than that. But that's one of the reasons why, an independent lab is a little bit quicker, They can pull DNA from the soil also. That's what I'm telling. That's called eDNA, environmental DNA. That's what I said. They can take a water sample or a soil sample and tell you, because they already have a database of a white-tailed deer's DNA. So they can match that with the soil sample and say, yep, okay, we have trace, we know there's whitetails here. We know there's this here. We know there's, and this is new technology, okay? And it's advancing. So, yeah, that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? What else do we got here? Soundwave says Bigfoot leaves tracks, leaves oil, skin, etc. on the ground. I have some samples from footprints Believe that. I do. You know, you can also take some of the tracks and scrape off some of the stuff and run that through a DNA thing, because the plaster will grab the DNA and hold it. You know? To any samples you bring in, like I brought them in a sample of hair or blood or stool. What is this? Did I send something? Yep. It's got to be a picture of Morty this morning. It is. Morty just relaxing and chillaxing. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so anyways, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. We're going to get some stuff rolling this morning. I need to get this member stuff up. I need to get, start running these uploads. So while I'm doing other things, the computer is uploading stuff. It takes forever with the $20 internet to upload anything on YouTube. I swear to God it does. You guys won't believe it, So, anyways, coffee foot this morning, man. I'm feeling it. I ain't gonna lie to any of you. I got 3 hours of sleep and got up early as heck yesterday. I should have took a nap during the day. I tried, but it didn't work. So I got right back up, But I went fishing and smashed the crappies last night. For those of you that don't know, I got 3 hours of sleep. I mean, we stayed late. And they were still biting when we left. So we did really well. Lost a huge muskie. Dillo just woke from his frying pan nap. Yeah, Dillo just woke from his frying pan nap. Yeah. So, and about a 10-pound channel cat. So we did okay, with everything. So anyways, guys, listen. Take a kid fishing, okay? By doing so, you're investing in your own future. Future doctor, future lawyer, future lawmakers, man. These kids are going to run the country. Are you going to allow social media, TikTok, and all this other crap to dictate your future? By doing nothing, you are. Invest in the youth of this country. Take a kid fishing. Take them on a hike. Invest time. Teach. Mentor. Okay? The old ways are the best ways. Generation X, baby. Alright? Think of that. The freedoms you have in this country is because of a veteran. And the way we treat our veterans in this country is downright despicable and downright pisses me off. Okay? These people fought for our country. Fought for you. They fought for me. Think of that. It is very important to me. 216-632-9385. That is my personal phone number. You call that number, this phone right here rings. Depression is real, guys. If you're just not feeling yourself well, you just need somebody to vent to. Call me up. I'll laugh with you. I'll cry with you. You want to break some stuff together over the phone? Screw it. Let's do it. Okay? I'll pick you up and get you put back on track. Okay? We need each other. We are a social species. 216-632-9385. You don't believe me? Try it. Okay? I've answered my phone in 1 in the morning when people call me. Yeah. Tim from Licking County called me one time right before they would cut some of his foot off at like 1 in the morning. I was treated okay until I got Lyme. Oh no. Lyme disease? Yeah, that's no good. That's no good, Dave. So, anyways, guys, put down that tackle box. Put down that Xbox. Pick up that tackle box, man. It's important. Listen to me. If you take it in the woods or the water, leave with it. If you take it into the woods or the water, leave with it. I live in the outdoors, man. I don't come to your house and throw stuff around your living room. Don't do it to mine. All right? I'm Charles Mills with Outdoor University, and I will see every single one of you guys in the great outdoors. And I love you. Later, guys.